Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
A suspect died after a struggle with Anaheim police last year, and body cam video of the confrontation was just released today.
Well, CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live at the district attorney's office in Santa Ana to show us. Michelle.
Rick and Pat, this all comes on the heels of a scathing ACLU report accusing Anaheim police of excessive force. In this case, the suspect died. It was later determined he was under the influence of methamphetamines. And I want to warn you now that the footage you're about to see is disturbing. Footage from Anaheim police officers' body-worn cameras arresting a man in 2016 who later died was released by the Orange County District Attorney today now that a court order has been lifted. The video from several cameras lasts about 11 minutes and shows a prolonged struggle with the resistant 32-year-old Fermin Valenzuela, who was suspected of being under the influence of methamphetamines. The DA says the video shows the difficulty officers had getting Valenzuela's arms behind his back despite multiple commands that were ignored. Officer Wulin Jun and Officer Daniel Wolf used the carotid artery restraint and fired a taser gun to try and get him to comply. Those are the screams of the suspect. The struggle spilled out onto the street. Eventually, Valenzuela lost consciousness. He was removed from life support 8 days later. The coroner ruled Fermin Valenzuela was asphyxiated during a struggle with law enforcement. Then 2 months ago, the DA said that no excessive force was used and no crimes were committed. Anaheim is being sued by the family.
The police were performing a necessary duty in investigating what was happening and in protecting the public from somebody who was clearly possibly very dangerous.
The ACLU just issued a report criticizing the number of people killed by Anaheim police, allegedly 33 people between 2003 and 2016. Anaheim, though, takes issue with those statistics. The police say they went out on a call to protect the public.
You know, with respect to the video, I know it's hard to watch. Sometimes public safety doesn't look pretty, but as the DA's investigative report indicated, the officers actions were reasonable and justified.
And next week, the city of Anaheim is expected to outline how a new police review board will operate. There currently is a citizen oversight committee of its police department. However, we are hearing that this new board will have a lot more power.
Graphic body cam shows cops taser, choke dad to death as he did laundry. A father was approached by police as he did his laundry because they suspected him of having drugs in his system, so they killed him. By Matt Agarist, December 1, 2017. Santa Ana, CA. In the land of the free, you can be approached by police who claim the right to beat, kidnap, and/or kill you for having an arbitrary substance in your bloodstream deemed illegal by the state. Fermin Valenzuela and his family learned the hard way about the bloody path left behind in the state's vicious and brutal war on drugs and the deadly lengths the state will go to enforce it. Valenzuela had harmed no one and was merely washing his clothes inside a laundromat in 2016 when he was accosted by two deputies who claimed the right to kidnap him over the suspected use of drugs. It is a matter of fact that Valenzuela did, indeed, have methamphetamine in his system. However, as reported, he had harmed no one and his only crime was being under the drug's influence. Likely due to his diminished mental state, Valenzuela did not want to go with police, so force was escalated. As CBS Los Angeles reports. Advertisement. After unsuccessfully ordering Valenzuela to comply, Officer Wujin Jun of the Anaheim PD is seen using what's known as a carotid artery restraint on the ground in Officer Daniel Wolf's body cam footage. Wolf then shoots Valenzuela with a stun gun, causing him to yell in pain. Valenzuela then attempts to leave the laundromat before falling to the ground outside and losing consciousness. Valenzuela went into cardiac arrest and was put into a coma at the hospital. He was taken off life support and died 8 days later. A coroner's report states Valenzuela was asphyxiated by police during the struggle, despite the D.A.'s subsequent claim that the officers did not use excessive force nor commit any crimes. The police were performing a necessary duty in investigating what was happening and protecting the public from somebody who was clearly, possibly very dangerous, said DA Tony Rakakos. Read more. Your sh** that video catches cop verbally abuse innocent man before snatching his phone. Clearly, possibly very dangerous. That sounds like definitely almost, which can also mean not at all. Valenzuela's 2 children will now grow up without their father who was killed for his personal choices. Naturally, the department is defending the actions of its officers and essentially referring to them as heroes out protecting the community. With respect to the video, I know it's hard to watch, Sergeant Luis Correa told reporters. Sometimes public safety doesn't look pretty, but as the D.A.'s investigative report indicated, the officers' actions were reasonable and justified. Valenzuela's family has since filed a lawsuit against the city of Anaheim, who will likely lose, and the taxpayers will undoubtedly be held accountable for the violent results of a failed war on drugs. There's a pattern and practice of excessive and deadly force used by Anaheim PD, said Jennifer Rojas, ACLU policy advocate, and she is right. S.A. deadly, as CBS Los Angeles notes, according to a new report by the American Civil Liberties Union, that the number of officer-involved deaths over the last 3 years in Anaheim have exceeded the killings by officers at major police departments such as Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York per capita. And compared to the California average, the ACLU says Anaheim's numbers were higher in 2014, 2015 and 2016. Warning, the video below is disturbing.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, And that was every month. Oh my God. Yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.